Welcome to Confidence for Impact and Income. My life lesson is that some people are looking for something so big and gigantic, and they miss the little things that build the house of greatness. In fact, greatness is the cumulative effect of doing little things over time that I've discovered with myself. At a particular time in my life, I wanted to do just big things, and then I couldn't do any because I didn't have the foundation. The foundations are things like confidence, courage, ability to learn, ability to go out there and do. Today, and even now, I'm going to take you through a process where you are going to find out some very important ingredients that probably are missing in your own life. The reason you've not been able to accomplish some of the things you want to accomplish. After learning this, you'll be able to know if you will join me in some other bigger projects. Now, in Confidence for Impact and Income Masterclass, today I will teach you and you will learn how I unlocked my potentials for success and my potentials for influence in spite of having a very debilitating disability as an 18 months old toddler. It is called poliomyelitis. And how I have algorithmized these secrets I discovered, use this for my own personal sources, and then in my business school and in my organizations, I've been able to also in my trainings hand it over to thousands of entrepreneurs, of business owners globally who have used it to attain success in their own personal life and in their businesses. My name is Kali Cousins. Once more, welcome to Confidence for Impact and Income. In this masterclass, you will learn and understand the importance of confidence in achieving income and making an impact. In fact, a lot of people do not know that the reason they are poor, the reason they have not reached the pinnacle of their careers and profession and businesses is simply because they don't have confidence. I may tell you, or do I need to tell you, confidence is not just believe in yourself. No, confidence is not just believe in God. No, it's not just believe in your abilities. Confidence is your authorization to me and to your publics. You are authorizing us to believe and to accept that what you are saying is true and to make a favorable decision or favorable decisions towards you based on this authorization you have given us to believe. If you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe in your product, you don't believe in your ideas, who else will? In this masterclass also, you will learn strategies to build and boost your confidence. You will also learn how to develop practical skills to apply confidence in real life and in businesses and use it to master life and business. And also, you also learn how to use it in professional and personal settings. Okay, so why does confidence matter? Why is confidence a big deal? Confidence is the key driver of success. Just look around you. Look around you in any field that you know that somebody is doing something great. Just look around. That person has very, very overarching and overarching confidence. For instance, in religion, those who are able to believe in their God and take it to others, and they are not ashamed to proclaim it and evangelize, they are the people who are at the highest level of their religious echelon. Think of business. Those who are not ashamed to market, sell, and take what they have to the marketplace, they are the people who are making it. Now, all the people who are making it today, their products are not the best. The best products are in shelves somewhere, and those people are giving quite a lot of excuses. Why I can market now is because the government. Why I can market now because there's no money in the economy. Why I can market now is because people are not buying. Why I can market now is because people are stupid. Why I can market now is because people can afford me. Why I can market now is because there's a way this country is. Why I can market now is because I need more finance. Why I can market now is I need to do more research and development of the product. Why I can market now is because I don't have capital. Why I can market, a lot of people are giving quite a lot of excuses. But the truth is that they do not have confidence. So the impact of confidence on income generation is so profound because when you have confidence, confidence is a catalyst for making positive impact in the world. And whenever you make impact in the world, if you have the business side and understand the business side of life, you will always make income. Why? Because impact precedes income. The same way relationship most times precedes, revenue. And the same way people come before profits. Now, if you've got this, let me tell you a little of my story. I'm going to tell you quite a few stories. I wouldn't want this masterclass to be too long, okay? But I'm going to tell you a few stories about my own personal life. I had poliomyelitis when I was a little over a year, about 1 year, 6 months, yeah, about 18 months. I and my brothers, two elder brothers, we went out to the rain, and the rain was so heavy. But I heard that the rain, was there for about 3 hours. So we were under the rain, and our lungs, hot, locked up. And at the end of the day, we are so cold that we all got fever. But you see, being the youngest, my fever was so high. My parents took me to hospital. After a series of injections over a few days, I couldn't use my legs again, and I started crawling. Now, we are 7 in number at the last count in my family. Yeah, 7 children of the family, plus 2 parents. And you see, every day when they say, let's go, I start crawling because that's what I could do. I crawled on all 4. Now, you saw your younger siblings start growing, and before you know it, they are taller than you. They are, they are taller. But the question is, how is it that these children that I know when they were given birth to are now taller than me? Over time, they can take things from heights, and I can't. Over time, when they put on our Christmas clothes or when they give us our Christmas clothes, I will just crawl and crawl. And just in 5 seconds, the Christmas clothes are messed up while all my siblings just are stuck going. So I didn't need somebody to tell me that I am different. And immediately my rationality started coming. Immediately I reached the age of reasoning at about 5 plus 6 years. I became perfectly suicidal. My confidence was 0. I wanted to die because living was of no use. In fact, I know that all my siblings are going to be better than me, and I'm going to be the poorest. I'm not going to. So I was sure of these things. But you see, one day I was looking through the window and something very spectacular happened. I can't remember how many years, between 8 and 11, I think. And I saw people pushing truck. Yeah, truck is a wooden caravan that has the, tire of a car. Very heavy and very difficult to push. For you to push the cart, you must be a giant. So I saw the giants who are pushing this cart, and the woman or man they were pushing it for was very tiny, very little. If it was about physical strength, they would be able to beat that woman and collect all her money, or beat that man and collect all his money. But they were the people serving this person. And that was the day I had my kind of, what do we call it? The Eureka moment. Yeah. There was a day that it occurred to me, if my legs were the only things I needed to be powerful. I needed to be great. I needed to be wealthy or rich. I needed to be influential. If my legs were the only thing I needed, why is it that these guys who have their legs are still pushing truck for somebody? So it occurred to me that there must be something bigger. There must be something more important. There must be something that I should look for. There must be an algorithm to wealth, to greatness that I should look for. And I started looking for that. So when I went to primary school, I said, okay, if I can take the first position in class, yes, I will actually be reckoned with. So let me try. So I started taking the first position in classes, and then I found out that my headmaster, my headmistress, my teachers, even seniors, everybody knew me, and they started, recognizing me as an intelligent child. And I could be called into a senior class to come and solve mathematics for them. And I started becoming somebody who has confidence. Now, I found out that people were not treating me according to my legs. They were not treating me according to my disability. They were treating me, majority of the people, more than 95%, they were treating me according to my capacity, according to what I know and what I can do. That was also, a turning point in my life, knowing that people will always treat you according to your value, not just according to how you look. So the point became that all the ways I see myself when I go to the mirror and I see myself as a disabled person, people were not looking at me like that. The disability was in my mind. Immediately I was able to show value. People forgot my disability and they were interested in my value. Beautiful girls, fine guys, they wanted to be my friend because I can help them solve mathematics. I can help them do their assignments. So it hasn't always been laughter all the way. Yeah. Now, how did I boost my confidence? How did I build my confidence? I was able to identify and challenge self limiting beliefs. What are those self limiting beliefs? One of them was that I'm not good enough because of my legs. I found out that now there are too many parts in the human body, hundreds and thousands of parts in the human body, from the internal ones to the external ones. And then I lost only one, just my legs. My eyes are there, my brain are there, my ears, my eyes, my hands, my stomach, everything is intact, only my legs. Now, how is it that just this leg defines everything? So I now understood that the fact that I thought that my legs was my definition, that my condition was my position, was a self-limiting belief, and I dealt with it. And I found out that no other person on earth was like me. Yes, my fingerprint, no other person on earth has the same fingerprint like myself. So if I lock this computer, I lock this door, I lock my phone, and I go away, no other person will ever be able to open it unless I come back and then put my fingerprint or tongue print or voice code or face print or eye print. No other person can. So I started dealing with my self-limiting beliefs. I also found out that no other person can do what God brought me here to do. They can do it in their own ways, but they can do it how I can do it. So I started destroying those limiting beliefs. I found that the problem wasn't anybody outside looking at me. It was my lack of confidence. And but the worst of all, my lack of confidence, I was, actually painting it in some ways, like I might have on my legs, people will reject me, don't you see how she's looking at me, don't you see how he's looking at me, don't, I found out that it was all in my head, the way it is in your head. You know, I I'm consulting for United Nations Industrial Development Organization, helping them to train 160,000 entrepreneurs. One of the things I heard so much at the earlier part of doing that program for them, implementing that program for entrepreneurs, for entrepreneurs, is that you need a good car before you can get a contract in government. You need a good car before you can, you know. And I tell them, I get contract every time. I consult for, world bodies. I consult for ministries, departments, and agencies. I consult for the presidency. I consult for, multinational corporations and all those. I consult for banks. None of them know the, color of my car. Because let's assume, you are in Nigeria, you go to Abuja, to the secretariat, you want to meet a permanent secretary, minister, and all. Where you will park your car is so far that with you know with a gun they cannot even shoot your car. It's so far. So who sold that thing to people that you need a good car before you can get a contract? Now, get it right. I'm not saying that branding or how you want to brand yourself is wrong. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it's almost demonic to think that you need a good car or that you need to have the best of perfume or and all those kinds of things. Is it good to wear good perfume? Yes, I wear good perfume. So is it good to have good clothes? Yes, I wear good clothes too. But they are not determining factors. Whatever you don't have at the moment, you don't need it to get to the next level. So I was able to identify and challenge my self-limiting beliefs. When I see you in the um, confidence for income and impact mentorship, we're going to stress this, find your own, and then we'll be able to kill it, destroy it, exterminate it, so you can be free and do your dreams. Now, the next thing is that I started setting achievable goals, and I started tracking the progress of those achievable goals. And when I had achieved this one, I tried to double the last stride, to double the last achievable goals I set for myself. I started doing that, and my confidence started growing and growing and growing. I started playing the game of life. So I started cultivating a growth mindset. Now, a lot of people will always talk about luck. Oh, you are lucky, you are fortunate, you see, luck can be gendered. For instance, if you read very well, if you read all the textbooks you have and go ahead to read the topic in extra textbooks and go ahead to check all the other questions and possible questions and solve them, you're going to come out lucky in your exams. If you're able to make enough offers to enough people, you're going to, have a lot of people buy. That's the law of average. When you sow more, you're going to reap more. Okay, so you become more lucky, or you become luckier when you are able to cultivate a growth mindset. Now, in the mentorship, we're going to talk about growth mindset and then install it inside of you so that you are going to go away from this religious mindset of luck and God will do it when He wants. Anytime you are waiting for God and you prayed about it for a long time and it's not coming, knowing that God is also waiting for you. I repeat, anytime you are waiting for God and you've prayed about it for long and then it's not coming to pass, know that the solution is in your hands and God is waiting for you. He has given you that solution and He's waiting for you to actually do something. So we're going to install the growth mindset instead of you. Now, the next thing I did was I practiced self-care and self-compassion. I had to excuse myself to make mistakes. I had to excuse myself to be vulnerable. I had to know that there is nothing you will eat and you swallow the fingers, and there is nothing the eye will see and then start shedding blood. So I gave myself those permissions. Now, I had some embarrassing moments, very, very embarrassing moments. You know, one of my most embarrassing moments was a day a lady who I was crushing on. I was in first year in the university. I think few weeks, not up to no 4, 5, 6 weeks in the university. And this lady, she's in law third year, and I was in philosophy first year. So she anytime she passes, I keep looking at her. But that day we were coming face to face. I moved to the other side of the road. She moved over again. I said, Wahala. And she approached me and started smiling. I had to look back to be sure, that she's the person, I'm the person she's smiling to. I don't want to embarrass myself. And she said, Yeah, I'm smiling to you. How are you? Everything my eyes started becoming giddy. Lack of confidence can just mess you up. It can even give you paralysis. I was paralyzed. I couldn't speak. I was just, laughing like a fool. I smiling like a fool. I didn't know what to say. You see, that is how when we come face to face with our crush, yeah, your wealth crush. I mean, the kind of money you want to make, the kind of contract you want to do, the kind of life you want to live, you are so paralyzed that you cannot even speak. You are so afraid that you think something will go wrong. So that was how I was paralyzed before her. And she started. I said, How are you? You're handsome. I don't understand how a human being can say, I am handsome with disability. I couldn't believe that. I know she was lying. I was so sure she was lying, in spite of the fact that I've had it severally from some other people. But what I can't believe it, I can't come to accept with my bad legs that I can be handsome. That is how powers of darkness are holding people down, and they are praying about it, and they don't know that they need to just liberate themselves. So all this while she was talking, I was looking down and I couldn't look at her. And she wanted me severally to look at her, and I couldn't. After some time, maybe 7 minutes or so, she was so frustrated. She now told me, It seems you love your shoe a lot. I've been talking to you and you are just looking down here at your shoe. So you love your shoe enough and a lot, don't you? And I thought it was a rhetoric question. It wasn't rhetoric for her. She wanted me to give her an answer. She insisted until I agreed that I loved my shoes so much. And that was it for me. It was so killing that I knew that I need to do something about this lack of confidence, this inferiority complex, this lack of capacity to, confront my crush, confront the kind of life I want to live, and then conquer it. It was so embarrassing that I said, enough is enough. That day I went to class because I was going to class. It was as if I lost my mother, because my mother was the most important thing on earth for me at that point, the most important person on earth for me at that point. So it was as if I lost my mother. It was as if my mother died. I was so in a morning mood all through the class. But the class didn't, I didn't wait to the end of the class. I had to leave. I went home and I went to the mirror and started looking at me. I was looking at the mirror and told myself, the person I was seeing in the mirror, do you know you are very foolish? The person would say, How am I foolish? And the person was defending himself, and the person was, at a particular time, I told myself, you are stupid. Just accept it and work on it. Now, it was like a voice, and it was like, whatever you are looking for is in a book. If somebody had conquered it somewhere and somewhere. So go and read, go and have a mentor, go and just, look for solution. Yeah. I started looking for solution. The first book I read was How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. That was the first book I read, and it was awesome. When I went out to practicalize it on men and women, It was very, very disastrous. Yeah, it appeared as if it never worked, but it did at the end of the day. But that's a long story. It's not for this particular masterclass. Now, it's very important to note that when you start confronting your crush, I mean, the kind of life you want, when you start leaving your comfort zone and start flying, you are going to have embarrassing moments. This morning, yes, this morning, today, I was coming up from my hotel room and there was so much, rain. And because people had matched at the rain and then they matched at the towel. As I put my crutches and it slipped me, I fell. And there were beautiful women around. They came to help lift me up. A lot of fine, beautiful men around. They came, lifted me up. And you can imagine such embarrassment. The point is, I have grown beyond embarrassment. I have fallen in a lot of airports, in a lot of stages, in a lot of, locally, internationally, in France, in Dubai, in London, in the US, everywhere I have fallen before. Yeah, because most times I refuse to use wheelchair. I walk, I stand up and walk, and sometimes it's not always so palatable. And you're going to say, oh, why don't you use wheelchair? I will not use wheelchair 100% right now because I consider myself a young person. Now, don't mind it. I consider myself still young that I can still walk. Yes? Now, that's not the point about discussion. The point is that when you decide to confront your future, you will have quite a lot of embarrassing moments. Now, boards, I'm going to hold you by the hands and lead you through so that you are not going to be embarrassed about this embarrassing moment. Let me tell you about 10 things and 10 ways confidence for income and impact can help you. If you develop the confidence for income and impact, now there are quite a lot of things that will happen. But there are things you must do too. So I'm going to tell you what will happen and what you will do. Number one, you will believe in the invisible. Number one, you believe in the invisible. What that means is that for you to have the confidence for income and impact, you must believe in the invisible. Invisible includes that your dream, that place that you are going. I thought of myself that I should have the best things of life. But you see, a lot of people say, shut up. Thank God for my mom who encouraged me that I can have the best things of life too. A lot of people say, you are disabled. Even up to today, people who don't know who I am, when I walk into a place, they will think they're doing me a favor. They will think that, sit down, don't talk. In fact, I went to a certification program. I don't want to call the name of the program. One man, told me that I must stand up. Even when he learned, because he said, everybody stand, sit, stand, sit, stand, sit. He said, I must stand up, So most times I have to assert my right because I have the confidence to live life in my term. So I believed in the invisible, that I can have the kind of life I want. In spite of all the odds, I refuse to be where society kept me. I believe I can have the best wife, the best children, the best car, the best businesses. I can have the best of things. I can, build the best of houses. I believe that. So I believed in the invisible. I kept saying it, Some people will ask me, is it with this your leg that you're going to do that? Now, you may have all your body parts intact. It could be you are fatter than you wanted, you are slimmer than you wanted, you are not as rich as you want. That becomes your own disability. And that's what I will help you, create the life you want. The first thing is to believe, if it is your body, believe that you're hot. If it's your intellect, believe that you're most intelligent. If it is in your abilities, believe that you're the most endowed. So you must believe in the invisible. That's number one. Number two, you must say the ridiculous. I was saying the ridiculous, oh, I'm going to be a professor, having multiple degrees. I'm going to be a businessman and also an academic. I'm going to marry the best of wife. I'm going to have the best of children. I'll be so rich that I can afford anything I want. I was saying some things that people consider stupid and rubbish. Even some people who are close to me, we are like, don't you think you're boasting? You will keep boasting, and people who will help you will not help you. I said, I'm not boasting. I am saying what I'm seeing. I am saying what I am seeing. But they didn't understand. It was ridiculous. But I was comfortable with saying the ridiculous. And the third thing is that I endured the ridicule that came with saying the ridiculous. In fact, at the time, I told my classmates, I'm going to go to the university from JSS3, SS1. I was ridiculed for that, but you see, I accomplished that because though it was invisible, it was ridiculous, I enjoyed the ridicule, but the vision manifested. A lot of my classmates who came to the university, they met me as a pauper already when they were coming, or they met me in third or final year when they came into the university. Now, you must also take the big step. You must make bold moves. Yes, you must leave your place of comfort and move to something that if it crashes, you crash. Yes, I've made a lot of bold moves in my life. When I meet you in the class, the mentorship class, yeah, it's one-on-one mentorship class where I'm going to take you through from this side of fear to the other side of fear. I wouldn't know if you know, everything you want on earth, everything you've ever wanted is at the other side of fear. So you must understand how to take that big step and that big leap. You must be your own evangelist. In other words, you must have the capacity to evangelize your abilities. People will think you are crazy. People will think you are arrogant. People will think you don't understand reality. People will think you are not judging your reality well. People will think probably you are even mad or outrightly stupid or ridiculous. Yes, you're going to be your own evangelist. Yeah, check the founders of all the religions. They started themselves, started getting one disciple, the second disciple, the third disciple. Some of them have billions of people worshiping them around the world today. So you're going to be your own evangelist. Now, you will have confidence for income and impact will give you the capacity to determine your clientele. Who are you selling to? Who do you want to serve? What class of people? Lower class, middle class, lower upper class, upper class, upper class. You decide who you want to serve. You are able to determine your clientele. You are able to make your offer to them. Hey, I can help you become billionaire. I can help you become millionaire. I can help you have confidence. I can help you solve your marital issue. I can help you solve your relationship issue. I can help you solve your health issue. I can help you build your wealth. I can, so you are going to determine your offer and you make the offer to them without fear, without trembling, without feeling ridiculous. Yes, that's what confidence for income and impact will do for you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you're able to make your offer, now you are able to name your price. This is what you offer: $10,000, 10 million naira, 20,000 Canadian dollars, 100,000 pounds. You make your offer, you make your offer, you make your offer, you set your prices, you name your prices. It's nobody's business. And I bet you, as you keep doing your thing, you see people who believe in you, who your message and story resonates with, and your story resonates with, and they will come for you. They will come by your thing. Be good in what you do. Now, your confidence for income and impact will give you the power, the personal power to fail and rise. Yeah? You can fail, you rise. It gives you that power to fail and to rise. Okay. Now, as far as you fall 7 times and rise 8 times, you are successful and you will be successful. It's only when you fall and you are there. No, you are shamefaced. Today I told you I fell. I fell in a bad way, just in the big hotel that I'm lodging in the reception. I fell and fell woefully, but you see, um, um, when I fall, I rise. The same way when I fell in anything, I re-strategize and rise. Okay. Now, confidence for income and impact will make you to be consistent and stay the course. It will make you to be consistent and stay the course. Now, this is a time to invite you to the confidence for income and impact mentorship. Now, confidence for income and impact mentorship is a program that will just help you to become your dream. Now, you will get access to the secrets entrepreneurs, the secrets professionals like you are using to possess their full potential, using to possess their full purpose on earth, to assess their possibilities and be able to, live out their personal power. Confidence for income and impact is a 20 contact hour mentorship program, and it spans 30 days. It is face to face, myself and yourself, not you and my team, myself and yourself. You will learn how I moved from being an ordinary, BODP, very ordinary disabled person with debilitating disability and a messed up confidence. You'll learn how I grew to become a VVIP, very, very important personality who lives life at his terms. In fact, I resigned as a university academic 2 years to, the highest level of my profession, 2 years. And, when I resigned, people thought I was crazy. But at that time, I was training 166,000 entrepreneurs for United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO. I started making my 3 years salary in just 3 months. I started making my 3 years salary in just, 3 weeks. I started making my 3 years salary in 3 days. I started making my 3 years salary in 3 hours. It was amazing. I couldn't believe it. Now, I found out that a lot of my colleagues who are in the system, who probably had reached the highest level, and they're no more finding joy in what they're doing, but they're still there simply because they are arrogant. So I found that there are 3 things that shouldn't come together. They are poisonous when they come together: arrogance, ignorance, and poverty. Arrogance, ignorance, and poverty, they are very poisonous when they come together. So I invite you to this confidence for income and impact mentorship. Now, have you been struggling to find success? Have you been struggling to find fulfillment in your business, in your life, in your professional life? Are you sometimes held back and you feel frustrated by lack of confidence? You know what to do, but you have poor and ineffective communication skill, or even you have the skill, but you can't negotiate very well. It seems like something is holding you back. You can't even shoot your shot when the odds are actually stacked in your favor. You don't know what is holding you back. When you go back, you say, oh, I don't know what held me back. You go for prayers and all this. Anytime you are praying for some time and it's not being answered, know that that prayer, God has given you the solution in your hand. That is why he's not answering, because most times you are coming for him to give you the answer to an exam he has set for you. Why that he has taught you and has given you the strength and the power. In fact, if you read the scriptures, Deuteronomy 8:18 says, I am the God who gives you power to make wealth. He's giving you good health, giving you capacity and all this, but you cannot use it. So you come disturbing him every time, and he's looking at you. So I want to say, don't worry, you are not alone. Yes, I had been there before. I had even been in the worst case here, of course, because yes, I was disabled, and I'm still disabled in my lower limbs, in both lower limbs. Yeah. And my parents were not rich at the point we were growing up. And my background was not so favorable. My environment wasn't so favorable. The government of my country, not so favorable. In fact, the time I grew up, there was no social media and all those. So it wasn't favorable. So they all joined to deal a great blow to my confidence, my communication and interpersonal skills. And all those, they kept me bloody nose. Yeah. But you see, as immediately I learned confidence for income and impact, I started fixing all of them. I wasn't able to reach my full potential. I wasn't able to reach my full purpose. I wasn't able to reach my full power. But after conquering this lack of confidence and lack of confidence for income and impact, and reaching my desired peak, I realized that having confidence can push you from where you are right now to your desired end. In fact, I never knew that the problem was lack of confidence. I was looking for it in spiritual things, thinking that, yeah, there was a demon holding me back, thinking that that is why the book of Hosea 4 verse 6 in the Holy Book says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. I'm introducing you to this transformative mentorship course, Confidence for Income and Impact. Now, I want you to sign up to this program. This life-changing and business transforming and profession transforming mentorship course is designed to empower you with confidence, with skills, and with the mindset that is necessary to unlock your full potential and excel in your businesses, in your career, in your profession, in your relationship. To marry the kind of person you want, to do get the kind of contract, to go into the kind of business you want to do, that your dream that you are held back from doing for a long time. Now, in this super comprehensive program, you will learn the secrets to building self-confidence. You will learn the secrets to mastering effective communication, becoming a pro in your negotiation through confidence, and developing a powerful personal and professional brand that will set you apart from every other competitor. You are good enough already. You are hot already. You are so powerful already. The point is you need to catalyze and unleash that. And that's what I want to do with you with this program. And a lot of people have got their result already. You become able to command respect. You'll be able to create opportunities and exercise your personal power. And you'll be able to maximize your income by leveraging your newfound confidence and skills. When you become confident, your skills will be sharpened the more. With confidence for income and impact, you will learn how to overcome self-doubt, the imposter syndrome, and you learn how to develop unshakable confidence in yourself, in your God, in your skills, in your attitudes, in your abilities, in your knowledge. You learn how to communicate clearly and persuasively. You learn how to push out the right fragrance of your personality. You win over the toughest audiences, the toughest, business situations. You will negotiate with ease. You become assertive. You will secure the best possible deals. Yes, in relationships, in businesses, in your life, in training your children, with your spouses and all that. You build a magnetic personal brand. Your personality will become attractive. You become more charismatic. Yes, you will start attracting success and start attracting open doors. You become luckier because you become daring. Yeah, you become luckier. Look at it. All the things that you thought you couldn't do, your friends went and they were able to do it. And then that you are smarter than them. So what's holding you back? Oh, it's a demon? No, it's lack of self-confidence, lack of confidence for income and impact. With this, you make more income, you make more impact, you are happier, and your life is celebrated. Now, you'll be able to set and achieve ambitious goals. You propel your career, your business to a greater height. You propel your career to higher clientele and higher audiences. Those people that is saying, oh, you can't sell to them because no, you can. Now, can you imagine the possibilities that await you once you have mastered the essential skills that you need to move to that next level? You'll be able to get your dream opportunities. You'll be able to negotiate best business deals, make a real impact in society with your value, put your idea out there. You are doing all this while being confident, while being more fulfilled, while making more impact in the society. Yes, and while enjoying life, playing the game of life more than you had ever done before. Yeah, so don't let any more minutes go by. Don't let any more hour go by. Yes, take action. Have you ever wondered why two-thirds of God's name is go, G-O? God is made up of three letters, G-O-D. So one-third G, one-third O, one-third D. So two-thirds G-O is go. Yeah. So if you want to be like God, you go out there, you go do your thing. And that is why you start here today. Go and register for this mentorship program. Hey, don't think about the cost. Yes. What if I tell you it is 1 million naira, $1 million, and then it can make you $20 million? Won't you borrow money to do that? So stop thinking like a poor person. Think in terms of result. Think in terms of what comes back to you. So don't let another hour go by without taking the first step towards your success, toward your great future. Sign up and participate. Face-to-face mentorship, confidence for income and impact. Do that today. Begin your journey to a life of fulfilled potentials, a life of purpose and power. Now, since it's the personal one-on-one mentorship, yeah, spaces are really limited. Spaces are very, very limited. And I can't wait to help you gain all the confidence, all the power and courage you need to transform your life. Now, click the link you're seeing around this video, up, down, by the side, whatever written there. Go into that link. Now, click the link and secure your spot in this life-changing mentorship program. Do it right now and take advantage of the limited, time special offer. It's limited because it's face-to-face. I can only help a few people at a time. So don't allow all the spot to be filled. Now, remember, You have everything to gain. It's time to invest in yourself and unlock your full powers. Click the link and sign up right now. I am waiting for you at the other side of fear, where your confidence will power your impact, and then your impact will power your income. Your relationship will power your revenue, while your people knowledge will power your profits. Now, let me give you some of the outcomes you are going to get in this training, in this mentorship. Now, at the end of the mentorship, you'll be able to unlearn fear and lack of confidence. It was learned. Remember when we were children, you can jump from a height, but you start learning how to be afraid, start learning. So you will start on learning your fear, on learning your lack of confidence. Now you become very confident to do things that you were fearing before. Now you start doing them. Talk to that audience, talk to that person, talk to that permanent secretary, that director, that minister, go to that organization, do your thing. Yes, it's about attitude, skills, and knowledge. You will learn it. You get the algorithm, you get the formula, and then you're able to, if I can do it, you can do it even more. With this ability, I jump my walk. So when I'm walking, I'm jumping with 2 crutches, and people are going to be looking at me. But you see, I've used it to come to a very enviable height in the society, in academics, in building my wealth, in business, in all the things I do. I'm the chairman of Sean Cousins Consulting Solutions Limited. I'm the chairman of Dexter Rosie Agritech. I'm the chairman of Agog Shelters and Properties Limited. I'm the president of Sean Cousins Business School. I'm the chairman of Black Synergy Stratfest Limited. I'm the chairman of Buy Values Digital Communications and Advertising Limited, and quite a lot of other companies. Yes, we work for high institutions, we work for MDAs, we work for governments, we work for, how did I do that with this ability? That's what I'm going to teach you. Before I learned that, I was eking out life from hand to mouth. It wasn't easy at all. But you see, I resigned 2 years, to my date of getting to the highest echelon of my, of my profession. What that means is that I had the confidence to know that this highest level of my profession is low for me. Because when I become, I don't want to mention, when I get to the highest of and become, the name they gave us, yeah. Now, my salary, how much will it be? My societal influence, how much? Yes, I didn't like that place. I didn't like the place where I will be when I become the biggest. I took my step because I've developed confidence for income and impact. I took it to another level, and then, yes, everything became all right. Okay? So I will teach you how to approach life, approach love, approach business differently and positively. I'll teach you how to become more daring, and you close more deals, you do more. You are doing enough already. It's just activating what you are doing, putting in the energy behind what you are doing. I was like that. I was lacking confidence. Though I was the best in my classes, I was very intelligent and knowledgeable, but I couldn't take it to the marketplace. Yes, I was doing the details. I wasn't doing the sales. I was very wealthy in the details. I wasn't wealthy in the sales because I was afraid people will reject me. I was afraid, I don't know what people will say. I don't know if my remedy will work. I don't know but I know it's something that I've used. It worked, or it worked for a lot of people. So why am I afraid to go tell it to other people? This good that I have, why can't I sell it to other people? That is why poor people can be termed to be wicked, and those who are not using their talents can be termed to be wicked. And that is why in the scripture, the guy that you didn't use his talent, God thought of him as a wicked person and sent him to, to the outer, place where he started gnashing his teeth. So the point I wanted to make is, with confidence for income and impact, you start pursuing your dreams, your passions, your goals without any fear and with more success. Remember, everything you've ever wanted is at the other side of fear. Everything. Do you want a car? Is at the other side of fear. Do you want a house? Is at the other. Do you want a fulfilled life? Is at the. Do you want a beautiful woman in your life? A beautiful handsome man in your life? Do you want to get married? Is at the other side of life. If you don't approach that woman, no work done. If you don't approach that deal, no work done. If you don't play, you can't win. After the program, you have increased ability to express yourself in public and in private. Then you discover your hidden potential and abilities and be proud of who you are. Be proud of who you have, what I call holy arrogance. You will know that the world needs you. Yeah, you need the world, but the world needs you even more. You understand why you are here. You understand your existential and ontological relevance here on earth. You become more charismatic and you appear in public with more presence, more confidence, more courage. You are able to make people believe in what you are saying and able to make them act favorably to your offer. You command more respect from people who by now, before now, do not think you deserve their respect. Now, you would be deserving, you won't demand, you'll be deserving of the respect of people. You won't be demanding it. You'll become more fulfilled with life and become happier. So let's look at some of the things you're going to learn. The first module will be about B is for belief. BE is for belief. You will learn about what is confidence. You learn the internal and external confidence. You learn what your orientation, beliefs, your actions, your habits, your resource, your philosophy, your self-image and perception, what they contribute. You learn what I call the tabletop analogy and why you must get your beliefs right. Now, the right kind of belief will be stored in you. Now, you now use the belief test to check the usefulness of your belief and find out whether what you're believing in is right or wrong. Yeah, you are the person to find that out. No argument, you're going to find it out. We call it the usefulness of belief test. Then number 2 module, you're going to learn what I call the vulnerability intelligence. You're going to learn the big F, the elephant in the room, the big F. You're going to understand the shame culture that we inherited from our forebears and the early man in the community. You're going to, understand the worst case scenario, and you're going to become unblackmailable. Yeah, those concepts are just so powerful, and then you're going to learn them, and then you're going to use them to, become so confident, and you move to the other side of fear where everything looks so beautiful. It's a good place to be. Now, the next thing is that you're going to understand framing. Yeah. The framework controls the relationship and the situation. You're going to understand energy framing. You're going to understand calibration. You're going to understand the L factor, the H factor. You're going to learn all those, and you also start applying them immediately. Now, in the 4th module, you're going to understand psychological posturing and how physiology, rather, you're going to understand how psychology, determine quite a lot of things in your life, and how even psychology affects your physiology. So psychological posturing, I'm going to teach you quite a lot and help you how to high the frequency of your psychological posturing. We're going to do it quite a lot: meditation, reading. You understand loneliness, you understand holy arrogance. You're going to use the tools. You're going to understand the 2 positive self-talk. You're going to understand, social media and TV fasting. You're going to understand how to laugh at yourself or humor yourself. Quite a lot of tools I'm going to give you. You're going to have some a level of anti-fragility and all those that will help you as tools. Then the fifth module, we go into your physiological posturing. You're going to learn dreams, DREMS. You're going to learn RED, RED. You're going to understand the core water factor. You're going to understand the core water therapy. You're going to understand breathing exercises. You'll use it for curing, some of the sicknesses in your body that are, holding you down. You are going to understand your sleeping pattern, and you use sleep as a tool. You're going to understand your grooming, and you're going to want quite a lot around this that's going to help you live a holistic life. Okay? And then the model 6, we go into shifts. You're going to do a lot of shifts. You're going to do think shifts. You're going to do say shifts. You're going to do shifts. Now, you now glue all of them together, and then you go to module 7, which is confidence practice. You're going to understand verbal cues, tonality, inflection, authority, humor, pauses, speed, cadences. You're going to understand non-verbal cues, okay? Non-verbal cues from body language to eye contact, to tension, postures, like putting hands in the pocket, sitting sluggishly, putting your hands behind you, touching. You're going to understand why the butterfly in your stomach is very important for confidence, for income, and impact. It's a good thing. We're going to go deeper into vulnerability intelligence. You will now wake up hungry and foolish. You wake up hungry for adventure. You see life as a game, and then you're going to be excited about life so in such a way that every single day you can't wait for the day to break, and when it is night, you are just like, oh, I can't just wait to go through this sleep and wake up the next day. You become excited. Look at your life. Sometimes you don't even understand, no excitement. Yeah, you start having that excitement. Start having that excitement. Start having that excitement. Yeah, you're going to learn confidence practices, and then you're going to see how, yeah, you just become a new person entirely. And module 8, you're going to make the big moves of legends. You're going to understand the G factor of life. Oh, that is so huge. The G factor of life changed my life. The G factor, all this, I'm telling you, most of them, I developed doors because going through disability was a difficult thing. I developed all of them to help myself walk through life. Okay, so you're going to see the big moves of legends. That's module 8. So the G factor of life, you're going to understand the fear test is not something it's not what you think. The fear test will change it all for you. You're going to see how fear is a good thing and how fear can help you become your dream. You're going to understand ideas, strategic and routine ideas. You're going to see how they work together to make you become your dream, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I can't wait to see you. Click the link and sign up right now. I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm waiting for you at the other side of fear, where your confidence will power your impact, and your impact will power your income. Okay? Now, let me conclude by telling you, in the confidence for income and impact mentorship, you have 20 contact hours of face-to-face, live virtual or physical classes. Yes, 20 contact hours lasting over a period of 30 solid days between me and you, face-to-face, virtually or physically, however you want it. And remember, the hours are set at your confidence, not at my confidence. Okay? Now you have a lot of on-demand videos, yeah, my trainings that you go through, yeah, and you're not going to have live access to them. We're going to have Q&A sessions where you're going to ask, very critical questions. And then I'm going to take you through and uninstall the software that is disturbing your mind and install the right one. We are going to have a do with me confidence boosting tasks and assignments. I don't want to mention what they are, but it's going to blow your mind. The do with me, I'm going to do it with you, and you're going to do it with me, and we're going to set very serious tasks, and we do them together. Yeah, it will be in the eye of the public. We're going to do them together, and it will just change everything for you. Then you have access to Dr. Kali Cousins Confidence University Library. My Confidence University Library, that is my Confidence University, the program I do, you're going to have access to the books I read that gave me, as a disabled person or person living with disability, gave me power. Yeah, in spite of my disability, yeah, I become very powerful in my thinking, in my knowledge, in my confidence, in my courage. Yeah, and nothing keeps me down. I live life in my terms. I reject gig, reject offer, reject, contrast. If it's not according to my terms, I reject it because I live life at my terms, because I've paid my dues too. So you're gonna have that kind of confidence to be able to live life at your terms. So you're gonna see all the books, all the back things, you're gonna see them. Now, after the 30 days, I will still hold you for another 3 months. Yes? Now, this is not a time for lectures again, not a time for physical, the everyday training. It's just, you will stop by online or offline and say, hey, Dr. Khaled, please, can you give me 30 minutes? I want to discuss something with you. That's something I'm working on. I want to discuss. How do I go about it? And then I give you those minutes you are looking for, and then you are going to do your thing. So what are you waiting for? I call it to, click the link. Yes, you are seeing right now, and then, be able to invest in yourself by investing in this course. I spend an average of 10 million naira annually to actually, train myself. The least I spend is an average of 10 million naira, 8 naira, not in dollars. 10 million naira. The least, that is when I'm just doing something local. I didn't travel to Ivy League school or something. The least I spend is 10 million naira. Yes, but if I am traveling, it doesn't have limits. But I make sure at least I can spend that much on myself, because the more you learn, the more you earn. That is why I command very big amount in my mentorship. My premium mentorship, in my public speaking activities and engagements, and in my training, because the more you learn, the more you earn. I encourage you today, click that link and then let's go there. I'm looking forward to seeing you inside. Always remember, everything you are looking for is at the other side of fear. Everything you are looking for is at the other side of fear. So let's see at the other side of fear, and then you are going to enjoy the ride. Looking forward to seeing you. Come on, let's go there. See you there.